This podcast has been brought to you by the Twisted Thicket and www.abovetotsecret.com. Feels like I'm searching for something. It's time to turn another page. The answers you see are within you. Sometimes there's no turning back. Welcome, my friends, to the ScareCrow Report 13. Hello, my friends. It's Toraylin the Scarecrow here, coming to you with another ScareCrow Report. Many of you have probably never heard of the ScareCrow Report before. It has been many years since I have made an episode. So please, sit back, relax, and try to open your mind. Have you ever met someone who is really sad or happy, maybe angry or really calm all the time? Do you yourself feel depressed or sad all the time? Maybe you take medication for it. I'm not here to discuss methods of dealing with problems that stem from being overly sad and depressed, but I do want to talk about why we feel these things all the time and suffer from emotional disorders and such.
Messed up in the head, brainstorm. Blackles everywhere, leg man. Homo sapiens motto, let's go shopping, is the cry of the true lunatic.
Let's look at ourselves as a whole for a minute. In this study, let's say that there are two main parts or halves of a person. The physical half is our bodies, which we use to interact with the world around us. It's what we use to touch and see, smell, hear, and so on. The other half is the part that we cannot see or touch. It is how we think and feel. We'll call this half the metaphysical half of who we are. What I'm going to be focusing on in this report will be the metaphysical half of who we are. We all have good moments and bad moments in our life. These moments build up over time. Depending on the feelings that are connected to the memory of those moments, it determines whether or not the memory in question is a positive or a negative one. A lot of who we are is directly connected to the repertoire of memories an individual has and the feelings connected to them. All moments and memories have different effects on the people who experience them. For instance, two different people who experience the same exact event in their lives will have different reactions to it. Again, this has a lot to do with the repertoire of memories that each person has access to. As I said before, we all build up memories over time. These memories are attached to the feelings we experience during those moments. These can be positive memories of eating a favorite food, visiting a relative's house when you were younger. Or these can be negative ones, like getting fired from a job or losing someone close to you. All of the feelings we have during the moments in our life are recorded with our memories, even after the moment has passed. Depending on how much that moment has affected you, you may continue to feel the feeling you felt for a while after it occurred.
There are many mysteries in this universe.
Let's say that the metaphysical self is made up of all of our memories and the feelings that are attached to them. For the sake of this study, let's look at four of the main feelings: happiness, anger, confidence, and sadness. This will be the base of the feelings half of the metaphysical self for this study. When we feel at peace within ourselves, they say that our feelings are in balance. We feel normal. So when we feel at peace, all 4 of the feelings I mentioned are in balance. Now let's give each of them a percentage out of 100. That makes up the whole of the feelings part of the metaphysical selves. 25% to happiness, anger, sadness, and confidence. So now, each of these feelings make up 1/4 of the emotions that we people feel. Happiness and confidence are positive emotions that make us feel good, and sadness and anger are negative emotions that make us feel bad. Each emotion is made up of little pieces of energy in our body called endorphins. Our central nervous system is the interconnected roadway in our body that these pieces of energy travel on. These endorphins are produced by our brain and carried all over our body, that being our skin, our heart, lungs, and so on. So let's say that happiness and confidence produce positively charged endorphins that have a positive energy that makes your body feel good. Sadness and anger are negatively charged endorphins that have negative energy that makes your body feel bad. Every day, the things we interact with in the physical part of our realities each produce an emotion, or more than one, whether we are fully aware of them or not. Every day is full of people, places, and things that we come across. For this study, let's focus only on 4 interactions. Let's say each day a person interacts with a food, a person, a place, and a phone. Each of the interactions this person has with these things produces a different emotion for them. The food makes them feel happy, the person makes them feel sad, the place makes them feel confident, and finally, the phone makes them feel angry. This person interacts with these things every day and feels equal amounts of each of the 4 emotions that make up their metaphysical world. The emotions that they feel make up the feelings part of their metaphysical whole. The food, person, place, and phone are the second half of the metaphysical self by being that which creates the memories we have of the physical world.
Remember one thing, that is more than just a tanker of gas. That is our lifeline.
I'll drive that tanker.
They built a house of straw. The thunders of machines sputtered and stopped.
If we fight for a belief, I stay.
Let's say, at the beginning of every day, when this person wakes up, their emotions are in balance. Every time during the day when they interact with one of the things or physical objects that I mentioned, they have a release of one of the 4 feelings. During these times, they have more of that emotion than the other 3 flowing through their body, putting them out of balance. Remember, I am keeping this simple, so each object only produces 1 emotion for now. So while their emotions are out of balance, the person feels the emotion that is flowing through their body that is in abundance. So let's say we eat a food that makes us happy, like ice cream. We like the taste and enjoy it, so our body releases the happy endorphins and we feel the happy emotion all over our bodies. Let's say the next object we come in contact with during our day is an ailing friend. Seeing this friend makes you sad. The amount of endorphins of sadness are now overflowing your body, and you feel the sad emotion. So every day, this person becomes out of balance throughout the day, but after interacting with each object, they have experienced the same amounts of endorphins for each emotion based on their interactions with the objects. At the end of the day, the person is now in balance. Sure, this works on a small scale. During a single day, this person experiences 4 different emotions from 4 different interactions with the world around them. and they are balanced and feel normal, not really happy, sad, angry, or confident. Then they go to sleep. Sorry friends, but it's time for me to go. For the next report, I'll be talking about memories and the emotions that we have attached to them. Do not worry, ScareCrow Report 14 will be uploaded soon. Good night, and farewell.